Israeli Minister of Intelligence and Transportation Israel Katz warned the Shiite militia Hezbollah that Lebanon would go back to the Stone Age and maybe even to the Age of Cavemen if Israel's northern neighbor would turn into an Iranian factory of precision-guided weapons. Minister Katz, in an interview to Israel's Ynet news agency, warned the Iranian-backed organization that Israel has set a clear red line and will take all means necessary to ensure that it is upheld. The Israeli intelligence minister further asserted that Israel has worked to prevent a similar reality from taking place in Syria through Iranian weapon smuggling and will not allow the Islamic Republic to construct factories of precision-guided missiles or for the conversion of oiled missiles on Lebanese soil. Minister Katz further noted that Iran is working to turn Lebanon into an advanced post against Israel and has basically taken Lebanon hostage through Hezbollah by implementing its aggressive trends. The Israeli intelligence minister also stressed that Russia, the United States, and other European countries received clear clarifications to assure that the international community understands Israel's red lines with regard to its national security interests. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that Israel's position in the Middle East has forced it into becoming a key factor in blocking the spread of radical Islam, which is led by the Sunni Muslim Islamic State and the Shiite Muslim Islamic Republic of Iran. During the Israeli government's weekly cabinet meeting, Netanyahu further asserted that Israel's role in combating the threat of radical Islam does not only serve the security interests of the Jewish state, but also takes into account the security of other nations around the world that face those same challenges.
בהיותנו כאן, אנחנו מהווים את הגורם המרכזי במזרח התיכון, שבולם את ההתפשטות של האסלאם הרדיקלי בראשות איראן ודאעש, ואלה מאיימים גם על כל הגורמים האחרים בעולם. אין פנינו למלחמה, אבל נעשה את כל הנדרש. אני מדגיש את כל הנדרש כדי להגן על עצמנו.
U.S. President Donald Trump's special representative for international negotiations, Jason Greenblatt, accused the Islamic Republic of Iran of spending almost $1 billion a year in sponsoring terrorism in Lebanon, Israel, the West Bank, and Gaza. In a statement the American envoy made on his Twitter account, Greenblatt warned that this blood money only increases violence and does nothing to help the Palestinian people. Trump's Middle East envoy also condemned in a statement the Islamist Hamas organization over the dire humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. In a Twitter post on the matter, the American envoy stressed that Hamas should be improving the lives of those it purports to govern, but instead chooses to increase violence and cause misery for the civilian population of Gaza. Envoy Greenblatt further noted, imagine what the people of Gaza could do with the $100 million that Iran gives Hamas annually, that Hamas uses for weapons and tunnels to attack Israel. Meanwhile, Israeli officials believe that Hamas has been making the crisis in Gaza worse intentionally, so that Israel would pressure Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas to pay the salaries of public officials in the Hamas-run territory. Israeli security officials voiced concern to TV7 regarding Hamas's policy, which they warned is liable to spiral out of control as a result of the deteriorating situation across the Palestinian enclave. Among the main challenges Gaza faces, the unemployment rate among young people living in the Hamas-run territory has reached 60%, and about 90% of the water sources in Gaza are not drinkable. Now to a related matter, Jordan's King Abdullah declared the United States as a key component of any peace process or solution to the decades-old conflict between Israel and the Palestinians. In an interview the Hashemite monarch gave to the American network CNN, King Abdullah stressed that while U.S. President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital has caused damage to the peace process because it led the Palestinians to feel that the administration in Washington is not an honest broker, nevertheless he emphasized that all the parties involved must give the Americans the benefit of the doubt and work together to make sure that the Americans, Israelis, and the Palestinians come together. King Abdullah also took the opportunity to urge both Israel and the Palestinians to seize the opportunity for peace, warning that at this stage no alternatives are being considered to U.S. brokered peace talks.